Here's you. If you've been studying Chinese like me, you've probably wondered how to tell the difference when you speak and write between the three de particles. It can be tricky. Well, this lesson will show you how. Welcome to Using the Three de Particles in Chinese, a production by the Language Resource Center at the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee. First, we're going to learn to use the possessive de particle. Possessive just means that it's used between two nouns to indicate a relationship of possessor and possession. For example, 我的车, 我的房子, 我的书, all these things belong to me. Notice that de can be used after pronouns. This gives us possessive pronouns like 我的, 你的, and 他们的. The de particle can also be used in describing objects or people, like in the descriptive phrase beautiful clothing, 漂亮的衣服. Another example is 意大利的车子. Remember, descriptive phrases drop the de particle altogether when the adjective is monosyllabic, as in 女朋友. Next, we'll learn about the complement form of the particle de. It's written like this. This form of de is used as a complement after verbs or adjectives. Generally, what comes after de is usually a verb, adjective, or an adverb. Before you get confused, let's start with using de after a verb. First, it links a verb with its result. For example, this is you. When you are learning Chinese, you may hear 你听得懂吗? Which means, do you understand? In this simple sentence, the de particle links your hearing, which is the verb, with the result of hearing, which is understanding. Here's one more example. 他吃得很饱. When he eats, the particle de tells us the result of his eating. He gets very full. 太胖了. Our last de particle is the adverbial, which is used to indicate adverbs. The adverbial de is usually used to indicate the way an action is done. For instance, if you wanted to describe something happening slowly or gently, you'd say 慢慢的 or 轻轻的. So for instance, if you wanted to say that the teacher slowly walked into the classroom, you should say 老师慢慢地走进教室来. We hope you now have a better idea how to tell the difference between those three tricky de particles. I'm Katherine Wilson, and this has been Using the Three de Particles in Chinese.